Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, it's showtime. I guess. Just double checking that the sound is working and good, and the picture is actually in the right place, and I don't suck right now. Okay, that was not accurate. I suck. I suck in the way that I intend. Okay, so memory serves, we had just left the prison. Indeed, we had just left the prison. We need to get to the interchange. Right there. That thing off? I think it's off. Oh, they're shooting at the prisoners. The escaped prisoners.
Who's there? I see you!
Alert! A containment breach has been reported.
Indeed, it has. I wonder how that happened.
Contingency plan
I don't actually
is now in effect. Report to the armory for additional supplies.
Must be this way. Quick! Die for what you want!
It was me.
Let's see how you like this!
Shooting at me.
I saw that. I know you're there.
Getting low. In the rifle ammo.
Alert! There has been a Class 4 security breach at the
Sure
detention
has.
facility. All escaped detainees should be tracked and contained.
I knew it.
Means necessary.
I saw that. Come here.
You gonna come out this way? Come on.
Hey! I'm firing.
Just keep coming.
Alert! A containment breach has been reported at the detention facility. Strategic contingency plan Indigo 9 is now in effect. Report to the armory for additional supplies.
Right. Reloaded. At least our gun is.
Over there!
I would like some more rifle ammo, please. One is disappointing. 3 is less disappointing, but I can't say I'm enthused. I'm going to save right here, having murdered a bunch of, well, not so innocent protocol soldiers. Let's see, 22, 22, scatter more of those while stepping out, and we'll right back. I also could use a actual melee weapon instead of the crap. Somehow I managed to drop mine. That is Fat Buddy. Resubscribing. Tier 2 for 65 months. That's 5 years and 5 months. That's a lot. Thank you, as always, Fat Buddy. I hope your weekend is going awesome. You are far too kind and generous. Possibly it's some sort of condition. Might want to have it looked at. That's all I'm saying. Oh, I got one guy over here. Two. Take the gun oil. Because you always want a well-lubed gun, you know what I mean? I know you do. Rain and more rain. They canceled the big Derby event. Thunder over Louisville. And putting up flood walls. No, I'm not particularly conversant with flood walls, but my first guess would be that's not a great sign. Alright, who is fighting with who right now? Let's go ahead and re-overwrite what we just overwrote. Just because I want to be ready to shoot what needs shooting. Nice busted ass chopper you got there, guys.
Alert! There has been a Class 4 security breach at the detention...
Yeah, that was me. I'm really sorry about the security breach, guys. Alright, we're going to try and find the good doctor, who I think caused this entire freaking mess. Flood here in 37 after the Army Corps of Engineers built walls around the area that are 1 foot higher than the flood. It has walls that need to be inserted into the passageways for traffic. That makes sense. Originally, the 100-year floodplain came up to my garage, which is directly underneath me. But the Army Corps of Engineers did an entire do-over on the nearby river. And now we're completely outside of the 100-year floodplain. But what are the odds you get a 100-year flood? I mean, we're getting them every year in this country in many different places because climate. But other than that, I'm sure everything is just fine. That does sound like you're expecting inordinately heavy rains.
You think you can hide? I'm gonna call.
Wasn't expecting there to be anyone in here. I don't even have any food. In people that were in here before, I killed. Already had 18 inches in the first 3 months and 4 more in the last 5 days. Yeah, that's pretty solid. I know rain, and that qualifies as pretty solid amounts of rain. I saw the painting and thought it was a dude. It's not a dude, it's a painting. Is that paintings of the same dude? Paintings of the same dude. Come on, man. That's not how we do things around here. We have paintings of different dudes. You gotta have some standards, guys. Seriously. Alright, we've gotta find Dr. I think Garrow is her name. And I'm pretty sure she's the one who started this whole freaking mess. Chemicals. Here's an old guy music reference for you. Chemical warfare, chemical warfare, chemical warfare, warfare, warfare. I expect no one will get that unless they, Google it. The answer to my question is the dead Kennedys. The DKs. I'm old. I don't know if I went up here before. I don't think I did. Oh, that's right. Yes, I have. I have. Well, we have a guard up. We had a guard up. Maybe nothing. Yeah, maybe your friend just fell over because he's tired. Go-to song to freak the kids out at work is 19 by Paul Hardcastle. I don't recognize the number.
Oh
Slash
dear,
song.
they've moved.
We're going to drop another save here. On account of we can. I am a serial saver. That there is no doubt. Alright, let's deposit any extra stuff we have. Dr. Garrow. I'm holding this. I have no idea if it matters for anything, so I'm going to put it away. I've been holding it forever because I assumed there was an NPC who wanted it. Something they've never asked for it, so. We'll grab a Cornish pasty because I think I got a boatload of them in there, and I can just, if I need the space, I can eat them, and if I don't need the space, did I just eat those? I think I did. I did, because I'm a dope. But fortunately, I have many of them. We'll pick up the nail bomb recipe and drop that. Because I already learned it. Comes off. More rifle ammo. More SMG ammo. More ammo everywhere. Where am I headed? This is robotics. This is to Oberon. My assumption is Garrow has gone to Oberon. Is that the pointing at the thing I just turned off? Whoops. Or soldiers. Data store Bravo. That thing has scared the living piss out of me a number of times, but not this time. Aha. Sure, Roger. Let us map. It does imply that she is headed towards Oberon. Dr. Garrow. Dr. Garrow escapes.
You.
Garrow.
My liberator approaches. Many thanks.
You locked the door behind
My
you.
apologies for running off like that, but discretion seemed very much the better part of valor.
I
at the
was
time.
right behind you, you liar. Who exactly are you, Dr. Garrow?
Me? Well, so many hats, but
She broke the
I
whole
suppose
place.
I'm primarily known for my work in applied autonomous cybernetics. Which is to say robots.
I had wondered.
I was head of the department here.
The
Things have
voice
certainly
that we
changed
hear
since
on
I
the...
left the site.
No, that doesn't make sense.
I never intended to return to so much
Voice we hear
fuss.
on the phone is
And, least of all,
only
the
us hearing
jail
it.
cell.
No one else hears the phone. But the site was quarantined. How did you get out in the first place?
Simply because I was never caught in the quarantine zone in the first place. I happened to be in Oxford at the time. I suppose that was lucky, but, well, I couldn't just leave all this behind.
Having set it
now,
on
could I?
fire.
I must say, I wasn't expecting garlands and adoring crowds to mark my return, but being thrown into jail was a little much. Lucky for me that you popped by.
Was it?
And you have found your way into the interchange too. I am impressed. When quarantine was enacted after the disaster, I wondered if I'd ever see the inside.
Well, who do you think
of
opened
the
it up?
city again.
That would be me. And what you discovered here caused the
Well,
quarantine.
we discovered something a little unexpected.
An alien?
Matters got rather
Something
out of
in
hand,
an
and
asteroid?
the biologists and medicos couldn't contain the mess
Alien
quickly.
machine?
That's all I can say on the subject.
No, it isn't all you can say.
You've seen a great number of things that are none of your concern already.
You know what's my concern?
Really?
When
I
what
should
should be
asking
your
you,
concern?
just how on
The
earth
next
you
bullet
got
in my
inside
gun
a
should be
secured
your
facility.
concern.
Since you helped me out of my little bit of trouble, what with the soldiers and the imprisonment and so
Helped you out a
forth,
little bit.
I shall do you the courtesy of pretending that you are perfectly within your rights to go gallivanting
Can I shoot her
around
yet?
government facilities. In all honesty, I really don't care where you came from. All I care about now is taking care of some business and then getting out of here.
I'm not leaving until I get answers.
Ah,
Don't make fun of the
such a
guy with the gun.
curious cat you are. Well, perhaps we can help each other. There is something you might be able to assist me with. Very well. A little quid pro quo is in order. Help me, and I shall help you.
Now, how about the other way
My
around?
research notes are still here in my office, and it is vital I recover them.
Oh, I was carrying those until
My
I just
office
dropped them
is
into the
in
goddamn
lower
machine.
level
I'll
of
get
the
them out of the
robotics
machine.
section. You'll likely need the signal redirector
Yeah.
to bypass the electronic security to get down there.
Are-
And for heaven's sake, don't touch anything you don't need to.
I'm gonna hit her
Can you manage that?
so hard. I'll get you your
Splendid.
notes.
I'm sure it'll all go swimmingly.
It will go swimmingly because I'm going to give you your stupid notes.
It
These
is
notes?
remarkable that you managed to bring this place back to life. Remarkable.
Thank you.
But listen, you still need a way out of here, and I can offer you that if we pool our resources. No one understands this place as well as I do, whatever they may tell you. If you help
Who's
me
they?
tie up a few loose
They
ends,
are all dead.
I'll find us a way out. Hmm? Astonishing that Miss Tanner should escape the convoy ambush with nary a scratch. An unusually resourceful young woman, clearly. She's taken an undue interest in some of our more secure systems. One might reasonably wonder why. I intend to keep my distance from her. I suggest you do the same.
I don't trust her. I don't trust you. I have your research notes.
Oh, good show! Oh, it is such a relief to have these notes back in my possession. Security concerns, you see. Can't have any old Tom, Dick, or Ivan taking these for light reading.
How did you know there were Russian spies involved? a memo down there mentioned you hurrying mining operations. You know, which caused this entire fucking thing to go tits up.
I thought I'd warned you about reading classified material.
How about I pistol
Try
whip you?
to understand. We were pushing back the very boundaries of known science. Britain depends on progress like ours. If she's to compete with the rest of the world, we couldn't afford any delays.
Well, you appear to have had a delay.
Every decision that was made was for the good of the project.
No.
Now listen, I have an offer for you. While you were off fetching my notes, I've been trying to extract what data I can from here. Information was buried, almost as well as the site itself when the quarantine was called. Now, I have unearthed some of what I need, but it has become clear that the most sensitive research is elsewhere. Many of those records were kept at an external data
Does she
store,
have that
but the
goddamn
cost fell
card
down.
for data store?
Given
The
your
damn.
success so far,
I tried
there's a positive cornucopia of information
multiple
there.
times to get in
More
there.
than enough to
I
satisfy
assumed it
even
wasn't
your
that important.
curiosity.
Evidently, it's that important.
Well, what do you say?
Go on.
Listen carefully. Much of our data was stored at the depot site.
Yeah.
It should still be accessible if you can get the memory cores operating once more.
I don't have the card to
All
get
the
in.
answers your heart's desires are there, I assure you. Two important points, however. Once you're done, you must run a particular command or all your efforts will be wasted. Gen Era. G-E-N-E-R-A. Note it exactly.
General
Second,
Erase.
You must not take anything out of that bunker. I cannot overstate that this
That's
is
my
all
assumption
highly
with Gen
classified.
ERA. G-E-N-E-R-A stands for General
Here's the key
Erase.
card. The bunker
She did
is
have the
out
key
in
card.
Casterfell Woods by the dam. I'll mark it on your map.
I met one of your old colleagues, Holder. He wants to see you.
Dr. Holder. But that's impossible. He's long dead.
He survived in his hideout under the church. I'm not going to tell her where he is. I'm not playing games. He's alive.
You'll have to forgive my astonishment. I thought that whole team was lost 5 years ago.
Or maybe it's 70 or
Well,
62
well,
then, the year.
Alan Holder. I shouldn't be surprised, really.
I should talk
He
to him.
always was a stubborn one.
So,
And you say he wants to see me.
we'll go to Wyndham.
Well, I'm afraid I have to decline. I'm not sure he and I have anything productive to
And
discuss
then
at
over to
this point.
Casterfell.
We didn't part on the best of terms. A lot was said that can't be taken back. I wouldn't want him to overreact.
I wouldn't want you to overact when you
I
saw
suppose
his
you'll need to tell him
glowing
something,
blue
though.
eyes, you
Tell him
liar.
I'm dead. How about that? I'm sure that'll elicit some small frisson joy from him.
I'm sure he's willing to put your differences aside for the greater good.
Indeed. How generous of him. He always did like to bang on about his greater good. I can't say I'm convinced, but if you want to tell him I'm here, I can't stop you.
That's right. All right. So, we need to go. Medical tunnels. That was Casterfell. That's Wyndham. Ah, save. That was a lot of talking. We don't want to go through that a second time. Shh. Now, granted. This gets us out in the power station in Wyndham, but there may be guards right outside. That was where we just finished off there, so there. I don't want to necessarily, you know, have to kill them all. Hey, Vork. How goes the day?
What the? Let's be civilized about this. Hands away from any weapons.
I've got no weapons. It's not in a good place. They've made the bad things in the game worse and the good things in the game much worse. And the class you want to play is really, really awful at start. Not exactly a ringing endorsement. I know. Wait until they fix it. No rush. Yep. Alright, Doc, he's still down here?
I hear that Garrow somehow escaped from the soldiers' prison. That was your doing, I presume?
It was.
Please tell me where she is.
She's in the interchange.
Of course. I might have known. Thank you. I'll finish my work here, and then make my way to her. It seems that the protocol soldiers are in a right flap about the interchange. They were chatting about how the whole place lit up like a Christmas tree.
It's me.
Which I'm assuming was your doing.
You assume correct.
You've done more to unlock the secrets of this place than anyone I can remember. But believe me, you still need my help if you want to get out of here. You and I. We can bring an end to the madness that's claimed this place. Even escape to the world outside, can you imagine? I'll finish my work on this sample.
Well, I could imagine if I actually had any memory of who I was.
I'll meet you in the interchange.
That's one of the questions we still have made essentially no progress.
I'll finish my work on the sample, then make my way to our friend Garrow.
He's done.
I'll meet you in the interchange.
Thanks, Doc. What's up, Doc? Yeah. Meet in the interchange, but first I need to get... I'm off to Casterfell Woods. And back to the dam. Where is it? There it is. That's not where I want to go. That's where I want to go. Back to Wyndham, and then Casterfell. And the damn data store.
Citizens of Wyndham, the woods are still off limits. If you need to approach the woods,
Citizens of Casterfell.
escort at the village hall.
Ooh. Have I opened this? I think I have. I have. Not sure if I've been up here, though. I'll poke around a bit. I'm not above some poking. Wait, that kind of came out wrong. Oh, I think I have been up here. Be nice if I could find another freaking melee weapon. Oh, don't like the rats. Do not like the batches of blue-eyed rats. They convinced me that I would rather go someplace else. We haven't had a phone call in quite a while. There we are. The voice. What does the voice have for me? No, the phone's not actually ringing. It's in my head, although it does appear to be jingling. Which is why initially I thought it might be an artificial intelligence, but somebody else who reported that they were having...
Be aware of who your friends are.
Right.
Be wary of what you let out.
That's... I assume he means Oberon. What do you mean?
Dr. Garrow is not.
Yeah, I know she's a liar.
Dr. Garrow.
Yeah, she's the one who caused the whole freaking thing to explode.
Beware who your friends are.
This is one of the other characters
Civvy gives me cheek and I'll
had
top
noted
the
that,
bastard. Orders be blowed.
take the bread. Ooh, I'll eat the bread and take the first aid kit. It's delicious. At some point, I managed to lose my melee weapon. No idea how, and so now I have a crappy melee weapon that I haven't used yet. That might actually be a good weapon, I just don't know.
Keep the peace, Civvy.
It's a shock stick or stun stick. Castertron. Back once again to the data store. I spent like 45 minutes last night trying to get into the data store, assuming that the thing I needed was somewhere in the area. It was not.
You are leaving Wyndham, and the quarantine...
Yeah, the phone dude is not a particularly trustworthy individual. I have to agree with your assessment on that.
Protocol is no longer responsible.
There are a number of questions that are still up in the air, and that should be the data store. That's where we're going. Over there is Sims's radio part. Oh. Oh, that's not too close to the castle ruins. I think I can get there first. There are a number of interesting questions we still not only don't have answers to, but we don't really have much of an idea about. That's the interchange, right? Yeah. We'll go ahead and wander around with our gun out. Because, hey, a real man's always going to have his gun out. It's loaded. We actually are heading there first, so all right. I think I can get up there from here. I'm not entirely positive about it. No, you stay there. You look really comfy. Maybe I left a weapon on him? No. Looking for melee weapons still. Really, I must have eaten too much because, oh, God. It's a tight squeeze. Oh, all right. Now, we need to be fast here because there's blue, glowy infection spores and a big infection-spitting plant. Not every day you run into a plant that spits infection, but around here, not that unusual. We've got another phone booth. I wonder if we'll get another phone call. close are we to our target? Not far. All right. It's a cave. Sims said is where they would have it. I had a high school teacher named Sims. Probably not a relation. No phone call. How am I gonna get down there? Over there, I guess. I hope. I think. Maybe. Perhaps. Perhaps. Well, I have been in here before. Is this turnable? It is. Turn off their fire. I assumed that was what it was, but...
We don't know what you intend. Probably nothing, but better safe than sorry. Is it over?
These are the druids. They're crazy. Don't see me. Don't see me. Thank you. I have not seen a Doctor Who TARDIS yet. That would explain a great deal, though. We have a booby trap. The most obvious booby trap I've ever seen, but a booby trap nonetheless. But even though I'm a booby,
Hey! You are not the heretic!
Keep talking.
Cannot fail your intent. Go or time to bleed.
well, maybe that'll take care of my melee weapon problem.
The Trinity is one head has three faces.
Let's get rid of the shock stick. Grab the farming knife. Thank you. My volume is low. Hard to hear you. I'm sorry. I'll move the mic a little closer to my charming and handsome face. I don't actually have a charming, handsome face. If I did, I certainly wouldn't be wearing this one. I'm playing at the easiest difficulty because I'm more interested in story and stuff than the shooting, so... I assume in the harder difficulties, one shot ain't gonna cut it. Let's see, that has fast attack speed and high damage. Okay, that should be fine. That has average damage and fast attack speed. That's not as good then, is it? An axe, that's going to be slow and hit hard. I'll leave him with a pasty. Orange pasties are delicious, by the way. Alright, guns loaded. Any of the blue glowing is not good news. Evening. Or possibly morning, or conceivably afternoon. It's entirely dependent on where you are. It's evening here. A very nice day. 74 degrees, I believe, which would be 23 for those of you who are Celsians. All right, well, we're back in, and let's go ahead and save again. No, not that one. We'll go over those. did that one. Did that one. Really? There we go. That was our last save yesterday, and we've made grand progress. That's the stone circle with a really terrifying blue glow in the middle, because blue usually means infection. I haven't been here before, obviously, because we got the notification that, hey, this is the stone circle. This explains why we've got so much druid action going on. That's the cave. Shotgun ammo. Rifle ammo, and I heard the soil. Take a look at that. I heard the soil, I'm sure of it, the voice that so many of my brothers and sisters speak of, the clarity, the certainty amidst this chaos. It's all true. It filled me with such joy that I finally began to understand the purpose that they speak of, the need to serve together, to bring about this change, this rebirth. Everything will change for the better when we do. Everything. I press F to doubt. Well, this is the cave. All right. Location of Sims's radio part? Probably. You can one-shot on survival or default mode. You found the bow to be powerful for most enemies for headshots. It does fine on the easiest mode. As long as you're not at range. If you're too far of a range, a single shot won't kill them. But if you're close, it definitely does. Another bloody cave full of bloody cultists. Bloody marvelous, I have to say. Bloody wonderful. Just bloody love it. I'm a little concerned about that cave that just goes straight down. Do we have any people over there? I don't see anybody, living or dead. I do see a tripwire. Given human nature, the odds that the tripwire would never get accidentally tripped would be 0. Oh, good. Somebody's going to forget, and the whole thing's going to go kaboom. That's just a given. Pardon my sneak. But
As one. One head has 3 faces.
there was a person there. He sees us. Sorry, friend. I'm trespassing, and you know what that means. You know, a man's got to do what a man's got to do, and these people are crazy. So, yeah, that's kind of what I got to do. Oh, they've got a whole bunch of spam around. Lovely spam. Wonderful spam. And as I have mentioned numerous times, is that an alarm? A makeshift alarm? Because it would make a pretty good alarm, I gotta say. Oh, blue eyes. Sinatra. Oh, blue eyes is back. Because I am a serial saver, as I have mentioned in the past, 33, 38, 46. What is that? An average about every 5 minutes or so? I just don't like redoing stuff that I've done before. I find it frustrating and not fun, which is why I don't play any of FromSoft games. Not my vibe, man. You know? Alright, we got another trap and a crawl through. Oh, it's good to save. I'm a firm believer in saving all of the freaking time. Arrows. Sure. I'm not too proud. Cloth. I'm full. Ooh, a wicker basket. A slice of cake. Oh, tempting. Well, you know it's better than a tin of pork? A med kit. Although I do love a nice tin of pork, you know. It's quite delicious. Well, it can be quite delicious. Maybe delicious isn't quite the right word. I have blue fingers now, which I think allows me to get spores. It does. My spores inventory is full.
I'm on you. Gather up.
Missed me.
I'm firing!
Oh, she didn't. Oh, I'm dead.
Come on, we've got to double. Help me!
Hang on!
I'm dead. Yeah, I can see that one coming. Too many. You can't do the hours on one boss thing. You do enjoy the Elden Ring world. One of my biggest issues in gaming right now is the way some people crap on less skilled players who would like to play Elden Ring. I would love to play Elden Ring. I'm not good enough. I don't find that kind of gameplay, what you just described, playing for hours, dying, to finally, yeah, their bow accuracy seems pretty good, to finally beat the boss. And then you get that huge burst of brain chemicals. I don't get the brain chemicals. All I get is, thank God, the pain's over. So I want them to make it easier. And what it really chaps my cheeks, let's go with that, is the players who say, we don't want the players and the devs at the company who are so far up their own ass. Oh, that would ruin the design vision. Oh, really? So you also don't want Game Plus mode in your game, because that's not your vision either, right? No. If you can have a Game Plus mode, you can have a Game Minus mode. Mic drop. For me, it's really that simple.
Oi, you would...
Just him by himself? That it is the worst kind of gaming elitism. Even this little bit. Whoops. Tells me I should have saved because I died so terribly. Roll through again. We'll get the stuff we had, and then we'll save it. Most of the time, I'm not one to, comment on game elitism because I'm kind of sometimes guilty of that myself. But the From Software nose in the air, oh no, our game vision doesn't allow for an easier mode, is bullshit. And they sell it to the fans who mimic it. Oh, it's not part of the vision. It would compromise their vision. If their vision is of a specific game and difficulty, then they shouldn't have Game Plus. But they do. Okay. Save. It's what it's there. That's fine. Yes. Good. We're going. Yes. Worst comes to worst, I can just try to shoot my way through. Oh. I used to be Vera, I think. Oh, they're really losing it. I need somebody to path back so I can kill them, please. Don't worry, it's all in good fun. Mostly mine. Oh.
The Trinity is one.
The Trinity is one. The head has 3 faces. That's actually kind of creepy. What the hell was that? How did that miss?
You will be more used dead. Fight for your lives! Oh, you bastard! There is someone there. Oh, I
Don't know how all 3 of those missed. Mace. No. Arrows. I'll consume the Cornish pasty. Thank you very much. Couple more arrows. Wicker Man? Or is that Wicker Men? They have a bunch of them. They're big on Wicker Men around here. Which one did I just, yeah. I told you I was a serial saver. BARD, training stimulant. I will take all of those things. I am pleased to take all of those. Log, the whole zone will burn. That sounds a little...
Sergeant Malloy, to answer your question,
Sims.
we are one bored squadron leader away from perdition. If those RAF dolts decide the quarantine is insecure and enact Operation Atomfall, the whole zone will burn. That's why we have to get out as quickly as humanly possible.
Operation
And why we don't tell the good people of
Atomfall.
Wyndham a single blessed thing about it. Now you have your answer. Erase this recording immediately. That's an order.
Don't worry, he totally erased it, Sims. I promise. Would I make that up? Kind of would, I guess. My inventory is full. Well, Garsh, I'm going to eat some meat and pick up the radio part. And now we're going to attempt to get the hell out of Dodge the way we came in. dead end. That was a little storage dead end, and this... Right. We will overwrite the save we just overwrote. Now we need to get to data store, the Casterfell Dam data store that I spent 45 minutes not getting into yesterday. I probably spent 15 minutes not getting into it on an earlier occasion. Let's see, where are we? What is that? That's the stone circle. All right, we're heading back in that direction. I'm gonna go back to sneaking through places. It appears to go exactly where we need to go. Something's clearly wrong if it's heading exactly where we need to go. It's a beautiful day in Casterfell Woods. Just lovely. All right, the damn data store. Which I was probably calling the goddamn data store yesterday. See, I told you, cereal. It's kind of a sickness, sort of a disease, a sort of mania, a borderline unhealthy obsessive compulsive disorder. But hey, on the positive side, it saves me time if I die. As an example, I cleared the poison out of this area late yesterday. Got the ventilation working again. Also killed the creepy dudes. The ferals. The data store. Casterfell Dam data store. Robot. Save. What was that? A minute later? A minute later. Nothing obvious. We do have a power cable. I didn't get a notification about using the power redirector. Close that for a second, see if there's anything I should or can drop off. Press the protocol radio part. I can drop off a couple of... Oh, one each, I guess. We're at 95 items. We can drop off one each of a bandage and a first aid kit. Lord, he coming. I do have an atomic battery with me in case that's needed. Turn right, please. Who's a good bot? You're a good bot. Very good. All right. Looking for stuff in every little niche. Every little niche. Doesn't appear to be much around here. Most of the places have got shitloads of the salvage. Granted, I'm already carrying all the salvage I can carry, pretty much. Interesting development. There's the bot. Call him Barry. Barry the bot. Skein theory. Interesting. Yeah, I've killed only one of them. One of the fire ones. The flamethrower ones. I shot both of the tanks on his back. And then he basically, I don't say blew up, but gave up the ghost. Bent over. The light went out of his eyes. I have not tried killing any of the, let's say, beefier bros. He is a fire one. I probably am going to need to get the electrical power running up there to get that one to open. Data store's been powered down. Close that. And data store. Casterful Dam data store. Been powered down. Noticed employees. To protect the contents of this data store, I have powered down the facility down. You need my authorization to direct power back to the control room and start the place up again, Dr. Diane. I've tried to kill a couple others and it didn't work out great for me. In that I popped, in at least one case, I popped both fire things and it wasn't enough to stop him from shooting fire. And in a couple cases, I tried popping both of the fire tanks. I got one and he spun around and I was never able to get a second shot. And mostly I just avoided them. What is that? Oh, that's a camera. All right, we have turned on the power more generally. Those batch of those rats, I hate the batch of mobs mechanic. I don't find it fun. I just find it frustrating and annoying in the extreme. Still showing something over in that direction. That's... It was a mechanic I didn't know until, like, I don't know, 12 hours into the game, that if you have the flashlight out, any lootables will shimmer like that did. See that? shimmer on that flask of water. I had no idea that was a thing in the game for like 12 hours. The rats, the carnivorous water critters, the bats, all of them. It's just a mechanic I don't find fun or interesting. I just find frustrating and annoying. Also, the sound of it is particularly discordant and unpleasant. That may be an odd complaint. Yeah, so it's something outside. Oh, I saw a flash of light. I think he's walking this way. Who do I hear? His cute little feet. They're totally adorable. They're so adorable, I'm going to save here just because I'm mental. Important that I'm clear about that. Power. Right outside the door. I hope he can't open doors. That would be pretty terrifying, wouldn't it? Training stimulant. How many are we up to right now in our training stimulants? 5? 4? 4. We got poison resistance and burn. Oh, no, we got poison, burn, and bleed. We could get. Why is he right outside the door? It seemed like he turned around the wrong way. Let's see. Seasoned Brawler. Substantially reduces the heart rate of cost of melee attacks. That's heavy melee attacks. I haven't done any heavy melee attacks. Surprise attack. Deal more damage to unaware enemies. With my unaware enemies, I'm killing them with the quiet takedown. Going by again. I don't know why he's going. Is he just going back and forth now? Like he detected that I had been through or something like that? Kill momentum. I'm normally not killing a bunch of melee targets in a row. Reduces damage from melee attacks. That one wouldn't be bad. Throwables I have not been using very much. Scavenger searching faster doesn't really do it for me. Crafting speed doesn't really do it for me. Effects from consumables last longer. That's probably helpful because sooner or later I think I'm going to need Mother Jago's formula. Gut health, which is, by the way, very important. I'm going to actually go with buff duration. On the assumption that sooner or later I'm going to need a lot to use a number of Mother Jago's potions. Or tonic. Another training stimulant. More rifle ammo. Good and good. Water. Where is he? He is coming this way. Well, there wasn't much in here given that I had to use the power redirector. Let's see. I think he's walking this way. I have seen him. Oh, he's coming from the left. I have seen him shoot a flamethrower basically through a closed door, just like that. So. Water, I'm full. Shotgun ammo, I'm full. SMG ammo. Training stimulant, nice. Ever need spores? The talking cave will give you plenty once you learn the Hey, I have a potion. I'm currently full up on spores. I need, I think, to get more herbs, because I didn't realize they were a thing you could collect until I was pretty far into the game. There is no window here, so I should be okay to use the flashlight. Glue. Good for sniffing later. Don't tell anyone. Oh, hard crate. Another stimulant. More training is good. Train in vain. Gotta stand by your man. Old guy music reference. I'm just pleased as punch that he's decided to go in that direction. We need power here, don't we? Alright, we gotta follow the yellow lines. Oh, there he is. Nope, nope, nope. He's headed this way. Alright, so we've got power to here and to here. What we need is to get power to this one. So it's going up there. This way. Is he changing his pathing? He is. He's got weird pathing. Goes there. What am I missing? That power goes there, there. All the way down. Whoop. Going back and forth. Wish he'd make up his tiny little pond. Power line we're trying to follow is that one. Which comes over there. would be so much easier if he would stop being a jerk about things. I'm going to see if I can get him to stop being a jerk about things. I think, no, he's still moving. Activating suspicious mode. Because getting shot and set on fire, not that suspicious? I'm trying to finish him off, but he doesn't seem to want to actually go. Maybe I didn't hit one of my targets? I don't know. Keep going back and forth. You sure look like I hit the fuel tanks to me. He's suspicious. That looks like it. Alright. I just needed to shoot more. What? How can temperature have returned? I blowed you up. I'm unamused. Is it? Is he gonna finally fucking blow up? I have to run in and get the goddamn battery. There we go. All right, now. Having finished that, took some ammo, granted. Yeah, that one. All right. Thank you for your patience, everyone. Now, let's see. We need power. We've got that one and this one. This one turns on the automatic gun. That one is the one I think we need. So that's this one. And I think I need to get up on the machinery to reach that one. Jerk. I know that wasn't very charitable of me, but he was kind of a jerk, okay? Okay, that's turned back on the gun. Open sesame. Nothing over here either. Got all the gun oil I need. The card reader to use the damn data storage. More SMG ammo. Just gonna do a quick, lap for the lootables. You gotta loot. You gotta run a lap to loot, then you run a lap to loot. Alright, here we go.
Power restored in Atomfall Data Store, long-term storage. Data interface console is ready for voice input.
I would like that.
Hello? Is that you? Or somebody else? Oh God, now I sound like an idiot. It's always isolation. Forgive the surprise, but I detected the power surge there. Look, that bunker you're in, I presume Garrow has you poking around there for something?
Yep.
Well, I need you to do something for me.
I'm sure you do.
That place contains the most recent experimental data from the site. It's vital that we get our hands on it.
Yeah.
There should be a console. Transfer what data you can from the memory banks onto a tape.
You wouldn't
Let me
believe the
see.
number of times I have transferred Gen
Command
Move.
Gen Move should do it.
Yeah.
Bring the tape to me when you're done. Or, well...
I don't trust her, but
I'll
I
no longer
don't
be able to help you.
trust
Good luck.
Garrow even more. Especially when she said that she needed me to run Gen Erase as opposed to Gen Move. Sorry, Gen Era, E-R-A. I'm sure that's not Erase. Oh, wait. It's Erase. The number of times I have moved data onto a tape is countless.
Please speak your command.
Can I access your recent data?
Command accepted.
I would like
Proceeding with data access.
information.
Please speak a keyword.
Oberon? Garrow.
Assessing. Data access denied. Reason, security level. Please speak a keyword.
Holder.
Assessing. Match
this.
Please speak a keyword.
There's the information beholder. Dear Mr. Lancaster, my name is Redacted. I would like to express some concerns around the conduct of my colleagues, Dr. Alan Holder, one of my colleagues. I believe Dr. Holder is performing experiments in secret on the Redacted. He is purposely neglecting production of the Redacted and our research into the advanced version of the serum. He claims he's only trying to keep us safe. But I see a glint of madness in his eye. Alan Holder has never been a team player. But this goes against direct orders. Once I have proof, I will send it to you. Yours faithfully, Redacted. My money is on. That's Garrow again. Interchange.
Assessing. Matching data entry found. Outputting. Please speak a keyword.
The interchange facility was constructed in Redacted as a covert infrastructure system to support BARD research in their study of Redacted. The facility can almost be considered redacted, such as the computational power held by the Redacted and supported 4 data stores. The interchange has its own redacted power supply, that's atomic, and is capable of functioning indefinitely in the event of nuclear attack or even redacted by Redacted. Probably something by Russians? Or aliens? Atomic battery.
Assessing. Matching data entry found. Outputting.
I'm so glad I decided to do
Please
this.
speak a keyword.
Much of our work on Redacted at the Windscale facility would be impossible without the miracle that is the atomic battery, another offshoot from the research into the redacted object, Oberon. Whatever Oberon actually is. These compact power supplies are second to none in power supply, with a peak output of Redacted. Remember, in the event of a containment failure in an atomic battery, you should immediately redacted, and redacted. Failure to do so may result in lifelong redacted. That last redacted there, lifelong erection. Keep in mind that if a radiation event occurs, if an erection lasts longer than 4 hours, seek immediate medical attention. We recommend hot nurses. Quarantine.
Matching data entry found.
I bet it's not going to give me data on Oberon.
Please speak a keyword.
The redacted substance has proven a scientific marvel since research began on Sample 1 in Redacted. Initially, it was discovered within Redacted during mining operations. That's the slate mine, I think. Experiments are ongoing into the effect it has on cognitive function of Redacted, and early prototypes of a Redacted have begun human trials. The substance's origins are a matter of great conjecture, but one thing at least seems certain: it is definitely Redacted. It definitely is Redacted. I can attest to that. Protocol.
Assessing. Matching data entry found. Outputting. Please speak a keyword.
In the event of a catastrophic Redacted, there are protocols in place for the immediate imposition of a full quarantine protocol. Should these protocols be invoked, the facility will be placed under immediate lockdown and all staff will be redacted. Failure to comply with protocol may result in redacted, or even redacted. I assume the or even is death. Probably imprisonment is one of them. Robotics.
Assessing. Matching data entry found.
I'm saving Oberon for last.
Please speak a keyword.
The robotics department is run by, well, that's Garrow, one of the most brilliant minds of their generation, using the latest advances in microelectronics and their own research into the Redacted, generated by Windscale. They've been able to construct obedient metal servitors that can act as guards, porters, or even Redacted. Portent stars? Remember, if one of our mechanical allies malfunctions, they can be immediately deactivated by simply saying the trigger word redacted. I doubt the word is actually redacted, but the word has been redacted from this, but it's not redacted. Got it? Good. Windscale.
Assessing. Matching data entry found. Outputting. Please speak a keyword.
The Windscale facility began construction in Redacted at the site of the newly discovered Redacted artifact. That makes it sound like it's an alien artifact as opposed to possibly a meteor, which was my other possible theory. I'm thinking it might have been some sort of alien imprisonment device for something really unpleasant. The site's primary function is to generate redacted and provide cover for the redacted operations. Ostensibly constructed as a nuclear power plant, the facility's true purpose is a closely guarded secret. Analysis of the redacted continues on site, and findings thus far can be found in dossier number redacted. Here we go. Oberon, I bet. Probably nothing.
Assessing.
Ooh, I'm wrong.
Outputting. Please speak the keyword.
Discovered in redacted, the object is redacted in length and redacted in width. Drilling operations have provided a source of redacted, invaluable in the production of redacted and other atomic technology. Initial attempts to breach the outer layer of the object led to the discovery of a redacted organism, which was immediately transferred to redacted for further study. Okay, none of that was surprising. Never mind. Run command gen move.
Command accepted. Proceeding with gen move. Transferring core data to external backup. Data transfer complete.
Project Oberon data tape. Return to Joyce in interchange and give her the data tape. I ran Joyce's command at the Casterfell Dam data store, and it transferred some of the data onto tape. She wants me to bring the data tape back to her in data store Charlie in interchange. I have used tape drives like these. I think the only ones I ever used were the ones that were from digital, that were on the faxes we had. But we also used 3480 tapes, which were about the size of a paperback book and held 200 megabytes each. And we had, I think, 6,000 of them in our tape robot. That was 1.2 terabytes. 1.2 terabytes. Phones, watches have more than 1.2 terabytes now. All right, well, we have finished out the data store work. I don't think I need to carry 2 atomic batteries. I like to carry 1 because you never know when you might need an atomic battery. So we'll deposit 1. We've got the protocol part for Sims and the tape for Draper, I think is her name. And these were the 2 things we came to Casterfell for. I think that calls for another save game. Let's see, 23-1, 23-9, 23-23. There we go. So that was me finishing off the bot. So that was about 13 minutes, mostly listening to the cool information. Me likey. I think I go to Sims first. Because initially I thought he was just a loon, but he appears to actually not be a complete and total loon. Only mostly a loon, you know? Remote bunker, cellar, the interchange, Wyndham. Well, either way, that's where we want to go. Those are crazy people. Druids.
What's that? Hey, Benedict. Heretics will die. You murderer. I'll kill you.
Still one going.
Right, you. Shoot him.
wasted
You asked
bullets.
for it.
I heard it hit. I did waste bullets. Druids, man. Am I right? What are you gonna do? Druids. I've got more meat. Ah, herbs. Excellent. I have a feeling I'm going to need more. Sorry, we're in England. Herbs. I'm going to need more herbs, so I have to keep my eyes open for those. Story Joyce Tanner. She wants the data tape. Yeah, I'm sure she does. More herbs. Good. Excellent. Phone? No phone. Thought I heard like a bark. Go ahead and throw a save. It's my way, man. It's just my way. More herbs. Definitely don't want to mess with those purple beehives over there. They're not good. Oh, I had to kill a number of mobs the last time I came in here. Am I going to have to do that again? There were a number of ferals in here. We have ferals again? Yes, we do. Found the shotgun works, or the SMG works pretty well on that. Got another one? Yes, we do. Especially if the first couple rounds hit the head. Remember, you run into any ferals, SMG, headshots. Like that. Not an especially accurate gun, but if you're relatively close, and you're not really just blazing full auto, quite good. I haven't used it that much. It's been most successful on those things, though. I like to keep the other weaponry available for my more precise targeting. For every targeting necessity. Alright, we could go to interchange, but nope. We're going to go to Sims first. I do want to save here so that if it turns out I don't like what happens with Sims, I can come back. $23.39. Yes. It's a pretty rare thing for me to finish off a game. At all, let alone on stream. So.
This is a defense announcement. The substation is
Sims.
now off limits to all citizens and...
Captain Sims. this has been a very successful game for Rebellion, is my understanding. And I will note that I've also discovered that the CEO of Rebellion, the company that made the game, he has another gig. He's a YouTuber who does medieval history.
Hands away from any weapons, you.
I watched a couple of his things on food, medieval food. That's the Grendel's Head. That's St. Catherine's. That's the, specifically talking about what nobles would eat, peasants would eat. And it was funny when the thread where someone mentioned that you know the CEO is also the guy who does these videos. There were like a half a dozen people going, "No way! I had no idea this guy was the CEO of Rebellion. His videos are so cool." They're pretty good. I don't think I'd go so far as they're so cool, but they're pretty good. All right, Sims, I've got your radio part. Sims?
Not sure about you.
That's not Sims. That's not Sims. I don't know why the protocol. Some of the protocol are wearing creepy ass masks. Is that Sims? I think so. I believe that's Sims. Very good, sir. Captain Grant Sims?
I've just had a runner tell me of some commotion at the prison.
Nothing to do with it.
Our radio's currently out of commission, so I don't have the full gen yet. But if you encounter a scientist, Dr. Garrow,
Yeah.
you should beware.
I will.
I take no pleasure in ordering the death of a woman, but she's a threat to everyone in the zone.
Yeah.
If you see her, I strongly advise you to kill her instantly. No talk, no moments of mercy. Fire and be done.
Here's your missing radio part.
Splendid work.
Thank you.
I cannot communicate how pleasant it is to be dealing with somebody competent for a change.
He doesn't like his underlings.
You have no idea what it's like around here, and I envy you that ignorance.
Really good voice work in the game. Prying. Oh, I think so. I found some tapes alongside it. What's Operation Atomfall?
Ah. Atomfall is, well, it's a necessary evil. This zone is under total quarantine and can never be left insecure. If the quarantine is ever to be lifted, attempts to have cleared the zone internally have proved ineffectual. I regret to say, the zone itself must be sterilized.
Yeah, kaboom. Earth-shattering kaboom.
Those
I get
are my
it.
orders. Those are terms of the quarantine protocol. It's beastly, but my hands are tied.
No, they're not. I can see them plainly.
We may turn our attention to
From those awesome videos you didn't know about the studio.
You may
Yeah.
not want to know
That's
what
the guy. He's the
distraction
CEO of
plan-
Rebellion.
Well, to be blunt, it's you.
What?
My men reported the doors to the interchange are open again. After 5 years of
Yeah, that was me. Okay.
getting entry.
He figured it out.
And this small miracle just happens to coincide with your appearance, as if from nowhere.
Yeah.
I had a suspicion that you might turn up something useful, or die in the attempt. Thus, I was happy to give you your head and let you pry and scratch while I waited.
Yeah.
Now we can see the path, and we can escape this trap, you and I.
Okay, good. Enough, Captain. Tell me, how do we get out of here?
You can reach Windscale via the interchange.
Yep, been there.
Once you reach that wretched place, you must destroy the core of the corruption.
Okay, I've been told that by
blighted
somebody
the city.
else.
Blow it to kingdom come. Whatever the scientists found, whatever this Oberon is, destroy it.
Kind of my intent. Oberon, by the way, is the king of the fairies from Midsummer Night's Dream. Shakespeare, you know. Shakespeare, you know. And was married to Titania. Well, married, we assume. He was the king. She was the queen. One would think marriage. No kids that I'm aware of, so yeah, that's probably marriage. But what did the scientists find? What is Oberon?
Frankly, I don't know. Not exactly. Only that it is the root of all this.
Well, Garrow let it out with her enthusiasm for drilling a hole rather than waiting to see.
That's what caused this mess in the first place.
Yes, it was Garrow, we know.
Just destroy the thing and be done with it. If you destroy Oberon, I'll wager the interference field will die with it. All we need to do then is call for extraction. As simple as hailing a taxi. Come to me once it's done, and I will guarantee your safety in the chaos that will surely ensue. Be in no doubt. Things are likely to heat up out here the moment you destroy it. Make sure you're ready.
Oh, I was born ready, Captain. Excellent. Jolly good. Let's go. You and I. I got dibs on shotgun. Yep, sometimes, you know, about the CEO there. Sometimes, much to everyone's surprise, Reddit delivers. Alright, that's... Well, I mean, I think I can sprint in. Let's go ahead and save. Throw another save. Don't cost nothing. 2342. How about 23-1? Casterfell Dam Storage. That dam storage.
What's going on with Nancy and Aspel? Likely thinks me dead.
We can remove that. Check the map. Okay. Key items. It's just in my nature to want to remove notification exclamation points, shall we say. Alright. Growth stimulant. She took the stimulant into the tunnels. I didn't find anything about that when I was running around there. Mother Yago wants her book back. I met Mother Yago. She wants her book back. I'm sure she does. The Oberon main story... Voice on the telephone wants me to destroy Oberon. Oberon must die. We've covered that countless times. All right, Tanner is up next. See, there's no blue exclamation point here, but the blue exclamation point in the notebook won't go away no matter what I do. Oh, no, still won't go away. Oh, still won't go away. See, just it drives. See, Dr. Holder's gone to meet it. Oh, there were a bunch in here. Still won't go away. I think that's all of them. I think I've gone through every single thing in here. And I can't find the one that I'm missing. To make the exclamation point go away, because I'm mental. Things like that bug me. They drive me crazy. Driving me crazy, however, not a big achievement. Pretty easy. Alright, we wait for Soldier. Ooh, oh, wrong purple stuff. Alright, into the interchange we go. Now entering the interchange. We need to go there. James Clark. Don't remember him.
Hello, is somebody in here? Good Lord, I can hardly believe
I hate these freaking things.
Alan Holder. Alive and kicking. I suppose our friend told you where to find me. Well, I'm here, Alan, as you wanted.
What the hell?
Are you just gonna stand there? What is it you want?
I'm gonna listen. Oh. Dr. Holder killed her. After I told Dr. Helder where Dr. Garrow had escaped to, he went to meet her by the time we arrived in the energy. I wonder if he's actually under the control of Oberon. Disappointing. All right, I'm going to sprint for it. Yeah. Jerks. Little freaking jerks. We're in A. There we are. Shh, beware, here comes. Dr. Garrow is now my enemy. Ignored Garrow's instruction not to receive over the long period. Tried to be. I'd be met by death if I tried to return to the central process. Well,
my apologies. I'm very sorry that you had to be here for that. I know what you must be thinking, but Garrow is not.
No, I know she caused it.
She doomed the whole project with her recklessness.
Yes, I know.
And when the chickens came home to roost, she trapped us and saved her own neck. She left us to die as if we were an embarrassment. Witness to the horror created by her hubris.
Yes.
Somebody had to do this, and I'm the last one left.
I don't blame you. I would have shot her. I just want an escape. What went on between you isn't my business.
I appreciate your pragmatism. For whatever it's worth, this wasn't purely revenge. Although I admit there was an element of that.
Don't worry, chicks are gonna love your eyes like that.
Why ever she came back into the quarantine zone, I guarantee the only one to profit from it would have been her. And to what cost to others, we can only guess. We must turn our attention to what lies in front of us.
Oberon.
To be back in this place is the last thing I was expecting. It's monumentous. It's a miracle. Now finally we can finish all this. The last step is simple. I have the sample, now laced with my toxin. You'll need to find a way to spread it to the source of the growth, into Oberon itself. It must go in at the root to poison the whole organism. Using the poison sample is the only way we can be sure of killing Oberon. We have to be sure. Do you understand?
I do.
We have to be certain.
What can I expect from the Oberon site?
There was plenty of equipment set up to analyze and mine the oberite from the meteorite shell.
Oberite.
Some of that gear might still function and provide a way to place the toxin at the core.
All right, I'll do it.
Excellent. Here, take this sample. Take the poison sample to the Oberon site. Restoring power to the interchange will gain you access to the Windscale plant and Oberon. But once you use the toxic sample, things will get hot out here quickly.
Interesting. Sim said the same thing.
As soon as is humanly possible. If you have anything else to attend within the zone, I suggest you do that before then.
Okay, I'm gonna save again. Because I also have something else I need to do in here. Let's see, 2349, 23. That's the one. Which is to give Draper the data tape. Well, also, let's see if Garrow's got it. Shiv, letter to Dr. Garrow. Dear Dr. Garrow, further to our meeting of the 12th instance, I wish to inform you that the Ethics Committee will not be considering your case any further. You should not regard this as equivalent to a verdict of not guilty, however. A cloud of opprobrium hangs over your career to date, and you would be foolish to forget how small a world that of scientific academia is. Please look to your character and future. Yours sincerely, Professor Wingate, Chairman. Interesting, she kept that on her. Let's see. We need... Jago's tonic, we definitely need. I will put away that. Don't know. know if I need her research notes. I wish they either weren't there or didn't take up space. Alright. This is gonna go shh, beware. Prepare yourself. Draper's in C, Charlie. Do not lens run into the live wires. Dumb.
I see the damn data store has gone into idle. I assume you have the tape.
Is she a Russian? I'm curious. Garo really didn't want this data taken from the site.
Well then, doesn't that just prove how important this information is? I always knew she wasn't to be trusted. Well, suspected it. Now, the tape?
Can we look what's on it?
Without proper analysis, it's all gobbledygook. But that can wait for when we're out of here. More pressing matters than that at the moment.
I'm not quite ready to give it to you.
Well, all right. I'll wait. Don't do anything foolish.
I can take her down. That's why one of the reasons I'm concerned that I don't think she's trustworthy. Again, do not dance with the live electrical wires. We're gonna go ksh again. Well, I mean, I have been in here before. I want to see if the conditions have changed. There were lots of infection areas. Blue glowies that would kill me pretty quick. And I do have Mother Jago's tonic, which will help. Do I have enough mats to make a second one? No, I need one more herbs. So that may require me at some point to actually go back out and run around and find another herbs. Alright, well, I'm going to take Mother Jago's and I'm just going to run around until I die. I just want to see what's what. Actually, go ahead. Did I just save a minute ago? I think I did, but that's fine. So we're going to take the tonic. Requires the tunnel maintenance key, which I don't have. Live electrical wire again. Oh, big purple flowery thing that I don't like at all. Not much infection out here. That's good. I'm gonna go ahead and throw a quick save here. We only took a little bit of damage there, so that was cool. assuming down there. Some bad things seem to have happened in this general vicinity. It doesn't want to die. Multiples of them, that's not good. I'm not happy with that. They have a nice determined mien to them. I'm out. We went through. No, well, there were two of them, and they certainly didn't want to die. But I am just down here on sort of an investigative mission, more than anything. We have glowy eyes over there. God damn it! Hate it when I don't see those guys. Thank goodness, gunpowder. Would you just freaking die? Door. Perfect. A gun. Alright, wait for it to path past. Run to the center. Where is it? Where is it? Is it below me? Jerks. Just a little bit there. All right. I'm just trying to get sort of the layout of this place. That's defender, weapon firing, stand clear. What? There was one of the big flowery death things there. I do not know how to kill those. I do not know if I can kill them. That's another guy with the eyes. The glowy eyes. I could vault and fall to my death. Whole bunch of the blue bugs. We don't want nothing to do with that. Oh, somebody saw me. Big plant, I think. Nope, not the big plant. You gonna come up? Or you just gonna stand there? You don't know how to use stairs, do you? Not the sharpest. That is the control room of some kind. I'll get in there. I'm gonna try. He hit me hard. Missed me. Sprint. Yep, he tried to hit me. Oh my god, there's no window. I didn't realize there was no window there. Would you stop? And you, for that matter. Could stop too. I would be alright with that. These guys can use doors. Extraction of Oberite. Oberite production performance overview. The extraction of Oberite from the Oberon artifact has continued apace, and if anything, slightly ahead of schedule. Research teams should be reminded the supply is finite. Every milligram must be accounted for. That said, the most remarkable results have been achieved with mere grains of the material. Attempts to synthesize Oberite have sadly, if predictably, failed. But careful use will lead of what we have will make Britain a world leader. The rest of the document is damaged and unintelligible. Lots of scrapping and stuff. I'm gonna have a tin of pork. Right, lots of little bugs. There's one of the terrible plant things. They're not gonna come up after me. Trying to see if I can actually get a look at what the Oberon artifact might actually be. Well, I'm going to attempt. Oh, we've got more of the unpleasant flowery things. And I'm just going to run. That's where I came in. I don't think it was. Oberon dig site. Alright, so let's see. The last save game was at 24-1. Nine minutes ago. Almost a record. My ammo is low. The dig site. That is the Oberon artifact, I'm assuming. Control. Again, I'm assuming. I'm trespassing. I don't think there's anyone supposed to be alive down here. Not a lot of ammo left. Let's see. Inspection, drill maintenance, X-ray scatter team, mining Foxtrot Rota, biological analysis. Dr. Holder, biology. Dr. Fisher, absent, illness. Any other names I recognize? Dr. Garrow, robotics. Well, that is presumably a model of what they found. No common meteorite. July 9th, 1947. Looks like I owe Rushton a pint. Whatever the thing we uncovered this morning is no common meteorite. The only other time I've seen men of science standing in such awestruck silence before today was at the Trinity test site. That's the first atomic weapon. Those present then knew the whole world had just changed, and so did the people gathered with me in that cave today. Astonishing. So it appears that it was a meteorite, at least initially. That was my first assumption. Dig site storeroom keycard. All right. So apparently it sort of landed and left a path in the ground. A lot of whiskey around. Guess they were celebrating. Maybe they shouldn't have. Oh, pistol ammo. Thank you. More ammo. Lens needs ammo. Mars needs women. I don't think I can craft ammo, can I? Maybe I can. No, I can upgrade my guns. I've upgraded a couple already, so not really that interested in upgrading my guns. Came in there. Time for another save. Like I said, guys, it's an illness. What is... I'm guessing that's a blue-eyed man. Wonder if I can still do takedowns. Nope. T. Heart rate. So, oh, T acts as a medicinal. That's funny. Sorted scrap. We're full. Oh, rifle ammo. Bless you. Another atomic battery if we need it. I'm carrying one, aren't I? I am. Oh, strange tonics. Yes, thank you. Mother Jago's tonics. Life is, well, maybe not good, but better. And I can drop that off into the store. The data store. That's sample 1. That's the data tape. Probably want to keep those on me. Drop that. And I think I'm going to have to call it here, guys. Oh my God. More ammo, please. The leech is delightful. Things got much better. Whoop. Barred document. Something is buried down here. April 12th, 47. We've begun our initial investigation in the deepest galleries of the old mine. I'll admit I had my doubts when we saw the findings of the initial survey, but there's no denying the evidence of my own eyes. Something is buried down here, something with an electromagnetic signature that defies explanation. I've made an initial recommendation that we use the engineer corps to begin exploratory excavation, it seems that there might have been something to the local legends of a fallen star after all. So the question is it purely organic? In other words, sort of like, I don't know, an egg, or possibly, as I commented earlier, a prison of alien invention, or is it like an actual alien vehicle that they just didn't understand? Just a real quick run around here to make sure I've got everything, and we are going to call it an evening here. I want to thank you guys, as always, for hanging out with me. Save the game. Oberon dig site. I am still enjoying the game. It has slowly picked up pace. It starts pretty slow, and it grabs you. The story is still working for me. The characterizations have been pretty good. Voice work has been spot on. A lot of exploratory type gameplay, which I personally am an enormous fan of. So that's probably what's worked for me best, is the narrative, but even more so the exploratory gameplay. I just love poking around and stuff. I should be back tomorrow at my usual time, 5 p.m. Pacific, 8 p.m. Eastern, middle of the night in Europe, morning in Asia, Australia, and New Zealand, maybe for the conclusion of Atomfall. Certainly feels like we're getting there, doesn't it? Yeah. A whole bunch of stuff coming up. What was it? Something on the 10th. Give me a second. There is something on the 10th. Give me a sec. Just a sec. Almost there. Blueprints is being released. I don't know much about it. Puzzle/mystery game. I'm going to give it a look. Maybe playing that. On the 17th, Last Epoch Season 2. On the 18th, yes, the very next day, Defiance returns from the grave, and Lost Skies, another wish-listed game, gets released into early access. And then, on the 23rd, Railgods of Hystera. And then, middle of next month, Dune Awakening. So that's the upcoming plan of action. You're welcome. Thank you for hanging out, Baron Otter. I'm going to try to have a good night. Everyone else, I hope the rest of your Saturday night goes great, or Sunday morning, regardless, either way. And hopefully you'll see me soon. Have a great rest of your day. Take care, and ciao for now.